finally, we've reached the end, almost. Woohoo!
Basically.
Yeah. Alright, JoJo Part 8, JoJolion. Oh boy, how'd you like this part,
Ooh,
Cheeky?
I liked it a lot. It was very good.
Yeah, now, you and I probably had a very different experience reading this because I have already read all of Part 8 before. I was reading weekly. It's the only part of JoJo's that I read weekly because,
Uh,
obviously, I'm not that old.
Here, and this is my first time reading it. Here's what I knew going in. When I say I basically knew nothing. I knew the main character was called Josuke, and he had a stand called Soft and Wet, and it did something with bubbles. I didn't know what. Um, and I knew people vaguely didn't like the ending. And this spoiler is Puff. I knew that he had a female love interest, and it was well developed because Puff told me that like 500 fucking times before I read it.
Yeah.
So that one's on you. And then that's it. I literally knew Dick all. I didn't know it took place in Morio. I didn't know about his weird identity or the last names of any of the characters. I didn't know shit.
Yep.
Oh, and now I'm gonna call you out because I think you were fucking wrong.
Uh-oh.
Last JoJo video, you tried to predict who my favorite character from Part 7
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna be.
no, like
And Part 8. And I haven't checked, but I guarantee I know who you said, and you're fucking wrong.
yeah, if I had to guess again, I would guess Jobin, but my first guess was gonna be Joshu just because he seemed
Yeah,
like
I know. I let me make my prediction was that you were gonna say Joshu, because as I was reading it, I was like, Puff thinks I like this guy because he knows I sometimes like bitter loser, like incel boys, but he's
no,
wrong.
you know what? You would have he may have been your favorite if he got like another fight. If he got an actual fight.
Nah, probably not. And yeah, Jobin is my actual favorite character. I like Jobin a lot.
Yeah,
How could
Jobin's
I
great.
not like him? His first fight is the best one in the fucking series.
Oh, I know. Oh, we'll get to it later. But anyway, dude. JoJo's Part 8. Wowie zowie.
Whoa, is this no? To me, yes, the best JoJo protagonist
I think
for me, easily.
I think I might like Giorno a bit more, but he's up there definitely.
Mhm. No, he's definitely my favorite, easily.
But wait, what's his name? What do you call him?
Oh yeah, that's another thing I knew. I knew JoJo fans called him Gappy, and I didn't know why. And then I learned. Conclusion: JoJo fans are fucking assholes.
And I remember when I was reading Weekly and everyone called him Gappy, I was like, wait, am I misremembering? I remember Yashu, like gave him the name of her dog. Was that his name, Gappy? And I'm misremembering? I thought the name of the dog was Josuke. Why everyone call him Gappy?
The answer's just, oh, they're assholes.
It's just literally they look at his teeth and call him Gappy because they don't want to call him Josuke.
Well, I'm gonna call him Josuke. All right. So yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's fantastic. Uh, I did like the slow evolution of Soft and Wet, where it's like at first, even though the second thing he does with it is get rid of the water in someone's body, at first I deluded myself into thinking the thing it took away was like the five senses. It was like, oh, he took away Joshu's sight, he took away the friction from the floor, which you could say is touch, and I was like, oh, okay,
It
he
took away
takes
sound
away.
from the wall.
It's like, oh, he takes away your five senses, and then he did the his, and then he shaved, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I was coping with the water, but never mind, that's not his fucking power.
My cope was that like moving stuff from one like the moisture or water or whatever, and like his hair was like, oh, that's also touch. Touch just means you're moving physical things from one place to another. I coped for a bit longer than you when I was reading. But no, it could just take whatever the fuck he wants, basically. Like, a lot of people called it, like, the spiritual successor of Hamon because, like, A, fucking bubbles, and B,
And it can do a lot of
it can
bullshit.
do a lot of bullshit, which is fun, but...
Really, the big balancer is just it's pretty physically weak, so it's not unfair.
Yeah, I remember, like, the first impression was like, oh, it's pretty strong, I'm gonna kick that wall down, but then I'm like, wait a second. It's probably... With all the context I have, and like how we tried to punch that rock human, and it like broke his hand.
It hurt his hand.
It was probably just drywall. He probably just like kicked through drywall, which like you could do if you tried hard enough.
Now, like even if it is concrete, you could say a kick is a lot stronger than a punch.
Oh man, and
uh,
I remember like I was like, okay, like dude, it's probably not concrete because you can hear the guy's footsteps on the apartment above, which probably means
mhm,
that's wood and not slab concrete finish, meaning that probably wasn't concrete.
mhm. Well, whatever it was, point is, Soft and Wet's fucking cool as hell.
It's so cool. I love its design.
It looks so cool.
I mean, we
It
definitely
looks
like
awesome.
I think this is like probably the part that like makes the stands look the most like robots. Like I think like we got a comment about that about how they became more like
Yeah,
robots over time.
but they also every stand looks so fucking awesome.
They do look great, and Soften Wit's one of the best ones.
Outside of like fun. Every time we get a new stand, it's like that thing looks fucking awesome. That's one of the coolest things I've ever fucking seen.
Dude, King Nothing's got one of my favorite designs ever.
King Nothing looks super cool. There's a lot of really cool stands in this part, and they also this part is definitely. I guess we could just briefly touch on that. This part definitely has the highest amount of what people meme JoJo stands are,
Yeah.
where it's like so like we have
Only
fun, which
during a
is
wax
so
moon.
overly intricate. Or like you have or
Oh,
like you
dude,
have
all stands are equal. Oh yeah, fun disagrees.
or
It
you have the
disagrees.
hey man, put him at the top of a skyscraper that's trapped on every floor and he's gonna beat anyone. No, but the other one is another like really strong but also really fucking intricate one, which is like kind of weird. Is the biker, the frost biker,
Oh yeah, Born This
where it's
Way.
like okay, it can so it like makes ice and charges you with a bicycle. Also, it's a stand underneath the biker outfit, and it appears by opening and closing things, including phones. And it's like okay, there's a lot going on here.
Yep.
No, I would definitely call it like it has the highest amount of like stands where it's like man, or like, oh my god, the fucking origami one. Hey, if you touch a piece of origami I can make one thing appear frequently in your vision. It's like, wait, you have to make origami for it to work? That feels like
Yes.
a Nen ability. These are some Nen ability ass stands, which is funny because Nen was inspired by stands. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
So
I really like. I guess actually I'll put off analyzing Josuke because I think he's best analyzed in comparison to the Rock people.
yeah.
Rest of the family. I like how fucking weird they are.
Oh no, dude.
Everyone's so fucking weird.
I remember in my first read through, my favorite thing about part 8 was just about how he got sorry, I'm gonna forget like all the names because you know I finished like a week ago.
Yeah,
The
it's fine. I don't remember anyone's name.
the Higashikata family is like perfectly embodies that phrase where like family are the strangers you live with.
Uh huh.
Because like literally they all developed superpowers over the course of like a summer
And don't
and
tell
don't
each other what
talk
they
about it
are.
with each other, which is such
No,
a
they just
great
lie. They're like,
it's such
"Fuck
a
you. I'm not telling you."
it's such a great metaphor for how like
Yeah.
most families actually are.
I really like
Like the
and then
only
early on
person
they
who's
also
like
kind
the
of embody like part 4 part because part 8 I would say part 1 is like part 7 has like a lot of part 1 DNA but then also a lot of part 3 DNA.
yeah.
This has a lot of part 4 DNA but also a decent amount of part 2 DNA is how I would put it.
Yeah. You know, the rock people seem a lot like
Rock
Pillar
people.
Men
Yeah.
in certain ways.
Yeah, rock people. And one thing that both do, like both that I would say this part, they almost does it. I would argue better than part 4 early on, at least, is like the it's like urban. I would say like Rocky leans more into the urban horror, which is like the whole like the absolute terror of like just typical city goer shenanigans, like Joshu and Josuke uh getting swindled while walking down the street.
Yeah, the shakedown road.
Becomes yeah, becoming this horrifying monstrous mess. Or like playing literally doing a beetle battle with the eldest brother. Or Or even like kind of uncomfortable ones, like someone taking advantage of your social positions to try and hit on you. That's what the second oldest daughter does. And it's like all of this is like, oh, this is like city things that have become weird through the stands and the motivations. And I think it's really good.
Yeah, and like the Born This Way fight is literally Josuke trying to figure out how to use a GPS and navigate a new
Oh,
city
yeah,
he's
it's like
not
just him
familiar
trying to
with.
figure out where the hospital is in a city he's new to. He's like, where the fuck do I go?
He's getting lost in the
No,
back roads.
it's like you're just getting lost because it's your first time in town. Like I think all of that is really good.
Yeah.
And, like that's the reason I really like this part is it really leans heavily onto the fact that, especially if you read the Rohan thing, Araki wants the right horse so fucking bad, man. And this
uh,
is definitely the closest it'll. And this is definitely like the most like urban horror esque JoJo has gotten, and I think it's really good.
oh yeah. So anyway,
Um,
I had one tiny thing about the Higashikata family that I would try to say until you interrupted me, but I
oh,
like how the
sorry,
only member of the
blame the
family,
lag.
yep, the only member of the family who stand most other people know about is Tsurugi because they're a child. Like they don't have much of a
Yeah,
interpersonal life that they can keep secret from everyone else because children have a much harder time doing that and hiding stuff from their parents. So the fact that they're the only
yeah.
one that like doesn't really do a good job keeping it a secret, I think is very cool and interesting.
hmm The one who kept it the most secret is the eldest daughter, because we still don't know what it really does outside of like something spike related.
Yeah, it just makes spikes, and
We don't really know the specifics of that.
obviously one fun motif is that they all have king in the name because the Higashikata family is supposed to be like, they're on top of Morio, they're the most powerful and
Yeah, they're
influential
like,
family in
yeah,
town.
they're like this ruling class family esque things. They're so rich. And then yeah, I like that they're all like they feel like good like fucking weirdos in like a way. I think like the only other one that kind of had it was like how fucking weird Johnny and Gyro were. It's like these are some weird fucks. Like it's not just like oh they're quirky, they do a bizarre thing every now and then. It's like no, these people are weird to their core.
Yeah,
These are strange people.
I like Joshua's relationship with the oldest sister because like you can tell that they have a ton of in jokes and they probably hung out a lot when they were younger, but
Yeah.
clearly they grew apart and they run with different cliques now, and now they just like joke with each other in the house, but like don't have a like solid like relationship anymore.
Oh yeah, they have a lot. Or how like the youngest sister seems pretty isolated because like she didn't get the chance to be part of any of the friend groups. And the
Yeah.
same goes for Jobin, the eldest brother, where like he's looked up to by Joshu, but he's not really close with any of his siblings because he's kind of older than the rest to the point that he gets to have his own freedom.
Yeah.
And then I love this. I love Norisuke, the stupid fucking dad.
He's a very likable guy. I like how like they literally built him up as like the antagonist for a while for in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. Like
It's like, oh, this
payoff
guy's
those
some motivation to adopting Josuke all of a sudden, and like wanting Daiwa to take his memories. Oh, well, what's up with that?
And then the answer is he doesn't really know either, but he just thinks it'll probably be in his best interest.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know it's
It's
somewhere in his memory, so I need Daiwa to just fucking fish for it, I guess, because he's not gonna talk.
he's like, oh, there's something suspicious about him. It's safer to keep him around. And I think that's very funny. Yeah, it's just that they're all fucking weird, and I love it.
Yeah, I also like how his
I
stand
also
King Nothing, probably has the most like obvious meaning with its name. if you
yeah,
if you've heard the original Metallica song, right?
probably. And then I just puff. I'm not a music.
Okay,
I've heard
like
many
basically
songs. I
it's literally
can't
just
remember connections.
it's
I'm
literally
not
just
smart.
like it's literally just a song about a king losing everything. So
Oh, okay. Nice.
foreshadowing.
I like his I like the very long intricate chapter we get where he describes his marketing ideas
Oh, I
with his
know. I
parlor.
loved it. I loved it when you talk about here's
He
the
just
parfait.
yaps.
Look at all the layers I have to this parfait in the shape of the cup. When you pull the spoon out, it'll mix it in this particular fashion. Every bite will be different.
No, and that's actually why I think he loves Jobin so much, because the only other kid we see who has the same like hyper fixation that he does is Jobin with his bugs. None
Yeah.
of the other siblings have that level of fascination with something. It's just the dad and Jobin who found this one thing they lock onto.
Oh man. Yeah, they're great. What'd you think of the mom?
Oh, you know, she did her part as just like kind of like embodying the theme of like how even if it's like fucked up and weird, the connections and love you experience in life are like the most important thing. Like that's kind of his point,
Yeah,
her
I
point.
I also like obviously like her also like her inspiring Jobin to be the way he is pretty good because
Hmm.
like the dad like has already made up his mind like if we can't cure it I'll just take the curse from Tsurugi, I'll take the fall, but
Hmm.
Jobin is like no, we gotta make our lives better, we gotta go from like they're at like quote unquote 100, but to him it's just a
Hmm.
zero. It's like we got to go higher and better and cooler, faster, stronger. So he actually endangers his father's life in order to try and get rid of the curse and pawn it off to someone else, which like kind of feels very similar to what they were doing with like Valentine, in the last arc, where like
Right.
he's creating more negatives than positives just for the sake of trying to shove more negatives onto other people instead of himself.
Yeah.
And
No,
like
I
that's
would.
and that comes
Yeah, I
across in
would
a lot of
say.
obvious ways, like with the Rokakaka fruit and all that, and like even the way Josuke's soft and wet work seems to just be like a spin off of that whole idea of like transferring values and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say also like because I would say one of the big ideas of this arc is like being content.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because it's
Uh.
like that's Jobin's thing. That was Norisuke's thing. Like Norisuke used to want to climb really badly. Because as he said, their fruit service was not shit before him. Uh, and now that he's like established it, he just wants to make a house for his family and live with them. And then like the whole reason he brought in Josuke was ironically to keep stability. Whereas Jobin is kind of similar to the Stone Men, where like he has like this insatiable desire to like climb to a greater height.
Yeah, and
Where it's
like
like
obviously
it's like the trade-off between like when is life good enough that it's okay to be content. Like Josuke has that where it's like, well, Josuke, you have like a nice place to live, and like I remember like the girl with Love Deluxe brings that up, where it's like, oh, you're set, you have a place to you like live with a really rich family, right? You're set, but like like in some ways he should be content, but obviously there's aspects that he wants to learn about.
yeah, like Josuke like starts the story with nothing. He literally emerges from the ground with no
Yeah.
memories, nothing. And then Jobin is born with everything. As soon as the curse is lifted from him, he has everything now, and he still wants more.
Yeah. And like, some of it and like there's a mix of some of it is for like, genuinely good reasons, like helping his son. And then
Yeah.
others are for stupid reasons, like his weird fucking obsession with bugs. I do like the exception with bugs because part of that is like he that's another way he's like his dad where his dad is like, "Oh, you and I like we like cute whimsical things." And while Jobin's isn't cute, he also has like that expression like he loves childhood and like he loves like the idea of like
An
being
endless summer.
childlike. Yeah, yeah, it's the endless summer. He loves that like childlike ideal.
Yeah.
But then we see that like the corruption in it because at first it's like, oh, he has a beetle collection. That's so cool. And then when you see all the fucked up shit he does with his beetles, it's like, oh, he will go to brutal, violent means to maintain that. And then that foreshadows the fact that once he actually starts getting fights, he just starts murking
Yeah,
people.
I also like it. I think it makes an interesting like connection he has with like the villains because like the rock people all like like they value nature if nothing else. Like that one guy who lives in the
Uh-huh.
pond, or like the main villain like really likes wasps because it's like the one real connection he has. And like with
Right.
Job, and it's like yeah, he does have that inherent love for nature, but it's like twisted with him where he'll like fuck with the bugs and like do put wax in its forehead to make it fight better and stuff because he's not like a perfect rock human. He just wants to control nature instead of being one with it. I think that's very cool.
Right. And then I guess I can kind of talk about the Josuke and the Rock people. And the Rock people kind of, if I was gonna be like, if say it in a funny way, they're the male loneliness epidemic. If I was gonna describe it
I
stupidly,
did not think you describe it like that.
I think it's a funny way to put it because like that is the idea with them. Is they're this group of people who, due to their circumstances, feel pretty isolated and alone, and their solution to that is to just grind for like money and connections that they clearly don't need in the sense of they are all literally homeless. because they don't need houses. And all of it is to fill the void of the fact that what they want is genuine love and connections, and they don't get it, so they try to fill it through like money in the sense of with them it's the fruit. And I think that's pretty cool and neat, and I like it.
The way I was thinking about was like like how it fits with the theme of identity, where like Josuke like literally just like a rock human just kind of emerges from the fucking wild with no memories of anything that happened before.
Yeah.
So like he has already that connection with them, just that because he can
Yeah.
connect with people, he makes friends. Whereas even though that is kind of what they want, they don't get it no matter where they try and look for it. Like with each other, it's like, oh, that's just a business relationship. Some of them try and get girlfriends, but it never works out. Like even
Yeah,
when
that's part of I think is the point, is like your identity feels incomplete if you isolate yourself, is like
yeah,
pretty obviously part of the point.
yeah, or like even when they do get girlfriends, like the I forget what was his name, the guy with the, I think it was the one with the tornado power. Like he had the girlfriend and that like cheated
Oh,
on
who
him.
sold his house? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. And then Toru, like when Toru like clearly had a girlfriend, but he just left her because he didn't seem to understand why he did it himself. It just seems like he wasn't getting what he wanted out of it, and then he just wants what he doesn't have, it seems.
Yeah, they kind of represent the idea. I think the fact that they're all men is intentional, because the idea of like I just got to keep grinding to get money, and then wondering why they're sad and alone is like a very like uh stereotypical man thing to do.
I mean, we do know that females exist, but
Yeah, but like all the ones we focus on are men. Do we meet a female one?
the only one, I think the only one we see in the story is Toru's mom, who like like leaves him
Right.
when they're describing how rock humans are like born and how they're raised by
Yeah.
bees and stuff.
Yeah, but we don't actually like see like any that we fight and deal with in the main story.
No, I don't think so.
Right, and you can even
Unless
see like a
one of the pets were, maybe one of the pets were a
maybe.
female.
And then because then like you can also tie this into whole the stone curse that Johnny put on the family, where it was also kind of like similar to Jobin, where it's like you're so focused on protecting your family in this one way, you ignore the way you can harm it in others. Where he's so focused on protecting his wife, he doesn't realize that in that tunnel vision, he forgot about caring for his son, and the only way to fix that was to put himself below his wife and his son.
Yeah, and also like obviously as a narrative come up, and it's great because he literally just tried to do what Valentine did, except just for personal reasons. And oh, look at that,
Yeah.
it bit you in the ass.
I mean, he got to save his wife and kids, so
Yeah, but he fucking died.
I would say it worked more successfully than Valentine, because at least he did want it for like I would say better reasons.
Yeah.
Where it's like that greed will get you punished, but because it's done for noble reasons, the outcome is still better than if you're doing it for fucking stupid reasons, like Valentine. Yeah, I think I do really like the family in general. And then I love Josuke's weird identity. He's so weird and cool. That's why he's my favorite JoJo, because like we literally go through his entire journey. We start with him at the start of his life. And that's why he's so fun for me, because we really do get to like fully develop with him, and we see like I also like that he's like all the JoJos are kind of a punk, but I like the punk. I feel like he kind of does it in like very standout ways, like that he just keeps fucking stealing Joshu's phone to text his girlfriend.
It's weird because like his whole outfit is like a little Navy sailor boy. He doesn't
Yeah,
like.
but then we learn that the other half of him was like a punk guy, so it's like, oh, it's the contrast.
Yeah. I remember for a long while, like the running theory was that he was literally like a Batara fusion. It was really like there's no Josefumi anymore, there's no Kira anymore. There's just Gogeta, and he's just Gogeta, which I think was a fun direction they could have went. But
I mean, that's kind of right.
it's kind of right, but like they make it clear that like that's Josefumi there with just aspects of Kira like grafted onto him.
But because, like, as they point out, because their memories are gone, this is a new person.
Yeah, effectively.
Well, I mean, literally, that's how he literally treats it. He
Yeah,
has the
and
choice of his new weird family or his old family, and he says, "I don't know that lady."
yeah, and like the idea of like grafting or like like foreign things, like like finding new
Yeah,
places,
yeah,
like
he
such a
grafted himself into the family. It's
yeah into
pretty
the family,
obvious.
like yeah, it is very obvious.
It's very good. I like it.
Or like
Also, I
even
think
like with
another
his
reason.
great, or even like with his ancestor Johnny, American man marrying into a Japanese family and doing their
Yeah.
stuff. That's fun. It's everyone's
That's
dream. You look
also
for it.
two more good things with that is shit, I forgot one. It was with Toru and I forgot what it was. Oh no, but one thing. Oh no, I remember now. One thing is that this is actually the only JoJo part I would argue where family is like actually one of the main themes.
Oh yeah, no, I agree because like the Higashikata family is like the first like realistic depiction of a family within like the Joestar
Well, and
bloodline.
like the fact that they're like family matters, like in part, like in most of the parts, the family is like we see maybe two members max,
Yeah.
like two to three. I see we see three in part four, I guess, but Jotaro basically never interacts with Joseph, so it may as well just be Joseph interacting with Josuke. Whereas this, it actually feels like family is like a very core theme, and then also I like how family is tied to legacy, where just like how the rock people don't have love or family, one way they try to substitute it is the doctor scheme to create a legacy,
Yeah.
where it's like even if I can't have a family or loved ones, I want to try and make a legacy for myself, and even that is like like bittersweet for him because it's not like it's his name and his picture, no one's going to credit him.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. Oh, and that's why the only rock creature that ever gets a happy ending is Zawasuke, because Tsurugi loves their puppy.
Aw.
Tsurugi loves his little puppy.
I remember when the that chapter came out with the weird fucking dog. It was like, oh, it's another weird Iraqi dog, another one
Oh,
to
I
throw in the
remember
pile. It's
everyone
like,
was making
no,
fun of
there's an
Araki.
excuse for this one this time. He's a weird rock dog.
I mean, he should still look like a dog, though. The rock people still look like people. He's
One
a weird bastard.
one detail I'm wondering if you picked up on or not is you saw that Josefumi had the birthmark right before he fused.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that obviously the implication is, Joseph, who we meet in like the second to last chapter of this part, probably did the same thing he did in part four, and like had an estranged
That would be
kid.
very funny.
I think
I
that's
do think it's.
what happened.
I think that chapter was hilarious. It was just like, well, let me set up part 9 real quick, and then we can get our conclusion. Okay, let me set up part 9 real quick. Okay, can I do that?
Did it set up part 9?
Isn't he the isn't this Joseph the grandfather of the main character of part 9?
Is he? Huh.
I thought he was. I thought that was confirmed.
I'm not. I don't know about that because like I was reading part 9,
I
this
think
week.
that's confirmed.
Oh, if you say so.
I'll check. I'll check while we look. I swear to God that was confirmed.
It'd be weird because like
His
you haven't
grand
read
he
part 9.
let's see here.
You haven't read part 9, and
Let
I have, but I didn't. I guess I missed that.
I just heard that a lot.
Like, I guess it wouldn't be surprising, but
If he's not, then that is hilarious. Because what a like I get the themes of it, but what a random fucking chapter.
dude, we gotta get a conclusion for Lucy's character.
Let's see here. Yeah, we can keep talking while I look.
So, what do you think of the Koichi of this part, Yashue or Yashua?
Not a
Sorry.
Koichi. I don't care about the last name. No, the fuck they aren't.
What do you mean? What? They're the little helper.
Yeah,
to the
no, I'm right.
Joestar.
One of his two daughters is the mom of JoJo.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Haha. No, I really like her. She's great. She's like the second best female JoJo character after JoJolion.
Yeah, I like her a lot. Her stand, is obviously one of the coolest things about her because like it's the mom she wants or the mom she never had. Like it's it even like it looks like taller and older than her, and it just basically like gives her suggestions of what to do next, and is very helpful and like protects her, without her even thinking about it.
Yeah, and it lets her it lets her help people even if she doesn't really know what's going on. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
And I like how that's kind of her whole thing is everything's alien than her, but she wants to help, so her stand just guides her.
Yeah.
Because she's just a nice lady. uh oh, I guess we can talk about all right, watch this. I'm gonna predict what people don't like about part 8. Number 1, Toru showed up too late. To which I would say, if you want him to be a classical, like basically what every JoJo villain before this was, yeah, he's not that. He didn't show up outside
Yeah.
of Kira. Everyone is at least referenced pretty fucking early on.
Yep. Yeah, I remember for
Kira's
a
the only one who
long
really takes a
while.
while.
Yeah, I remember for a long while, like this was actually a discussion of like who would be the villain, and I think a lot of people, like even near the end, where after we met Toru and made clear it's like okay, he's the leader of the Rock People. I think a
Hmm.
lot of people still were banking on Jobin being the final boss.
That's funny.
And I could see why
I
because like we met him a lot early. If you were gonna build up like a main JoJo villain, it would have been someone we already met, and that Jobin
yeah.
with like had the plant at the time, so like he seemed like a good pick.
Like I don't mind. Like I like what they did with him where he shows up at the end and he's like anti Josuke. I think it's well done.
Yeah.
And I don't really care because like I don't think a JoJo part needs like an overarching main villain because like people love critiquing unique aspects of like Poochie and the boss or like the fact that Dio quote unquote overarching main villain outside of intimidating Speedwagon that one time Dio doesn't do fucking shit till we get to literally his house. uh, so I don't mind. I don't really care because like he works really well thematically, and I think it's kind of I guess like the one thing that would have been fun is if maybe we saw him like once or twice before as just talking to Josuke's girlfriend whose name I can't remember, and
Yasuo.
he's just like hey yeah like if they just do like a hey or something like that could be fun
Yeah, dude, I
because
remember when they introduced him for the first time, and I swear he intentionally put him in as many tiny ass panels as possible, just so
that's
that when you're reading,
hilarious.
like that
You
the
think he
most
doesn't matter?
important villain is like right fucking there, but he's
Oh,
so tiny.
even though I was immediately suspicious of him because the way he touches at her, and then immediately we get Wonder You, I was like, hold on, I don't trust that. Oh yeah, other most subtle foreshadowing Araki's ever done in his life. Right when literally the arc where we're about to learn the maid is a Joestar, she's cleaning with these fucking Johnny like these Johnny Star pant leggings, and it's like okay. I remember I was reading and I saw that and I was like, oh, she's a Joestar. Okay, like instantly, it's like, oh, how about that?
Oh, we forgot to talk about one of my favorite members of the Shikata, the family.
Higashitaka.
Yeah, the family. Jobin's wife.
Oh yeah, she's fun.
Yeah, I like they kind of like start off by using her as like a tool to show like okay, this is how like the rock people always benefit from this. People will keep coming back for more because once there's something wrong with them, there will always be something wrong with them under this
Yeah.
treatment. And also, I love how they kind of show that like some things are obviously more important than others, like like when she's willing to take the bad nose job to save her baby. So it's like yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Obviously, this is a positive thing. And then what she thought she lost wasn't even worth that much because she thought like, oh, I'm the Miss Cherry, I have to make sure I'm always looking perfect and stunning and good. And then like when she goes to the school, no one cares about her nose, like no one brings it up, no one like says, oh, what happened to you? No, and she tries to act all cool with her like the old me's gone, and it's like yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, and then when she gets home and she's sees her husband again, her husband loves the weird nose because he's weird. So it's like okay, you've lost nothing, you've only gained by having this nose job done.
Yeah. Oh,
Like in
next
some
criticism.
circumstances, you can just gain by through this trade.
Yeah. Next criticism that I'm sure people made that I can understand this one, which is while every JoJo character is very distinct, in this and a little bit of part 7, when you zoom in on their faces, it's like, oh, there are like 3 faces in this whole manga. I do
mm.
understand that. I don't care because their designs are still hyper fucking distinct.
Oh
So
yeah,
I don't
no,
give a
like
shit.
look at the fucking clothes they wear, man.
Yeah, but I do understand where that idea would come from. Because I remember people said Rocky was getting worse at faces, and I was like, is it because they're less expressive? But then this part, I was like, oh, it's because a lot of them look really similar when zoomed in. Okay, I get it. Which is like, I don't care, but I could see why that would bother you. It's kind of like the One Piece thing, where it's like, guys, I don't care if someone has a Nami face as long as the rest of them doesn't look like Nami. No, I think this part is great. I liked it a lot.
All right,
I'm
top
gonna
3 fights of this part. Now.
number one is the beetle fight because it's
Yes!
awesome. It's
Yes!
cool. It's the best fight.
It is so good.
I
These
was,
two assholes just fighting each other with superpowers through their beetles.
and neither one knows the other's doing it at first. They're just like, wait, both know the other's cheating, but they don't know how, and that is hysterical. What other fights I really like? Oh, it's probably not up there, but I do love Josuke's first fight with the youngest sister, where it's kind of shown that like while Josuke is smart, he's not like the type of super duper mega uber planner that some of the other JoJos are, where literally when he beats her with the fridge, he's like, man, I am so fucking lucky that happened. There was such a low chance of that working.
I really liked the Blue Hawaii fight. I thought it was really fun.
That was very cool.
Yeah, you know, it was
What
very
else did I
very
like?
simple, like straightforward with how the enemy's power worked, and I think that's why it was so fun just seeing him use all his fucking bubbles to try and slow these people down as he's trying to run away.
Yeah. I liked the wind. I liked Tsurugi and the girlfriend versus the tornado. I thought that was very fun.
That was a good one.
Because it was like two very non-combatant stand users versus this bullshit fucking power. Absolute horseshit power. It just feels really unfair the whole time.
It does. They have to get him hit by a bus in order to kill him because they can't actually fight.
And then I liked the final Wonder You fight a lot thematically, obviously.
Yeah. I really like the Vitamin C fight just because I think, okay, I'm forgetting his name, but like the guy is just really really funny and I like him.
That's also like that's also a very good like horror-esque fight.
Yeah, I like that because like it's also very funny. It's like, your daughter's asshole boyfriend shows up and starts putting his greasy fucking fingers on everything in your house. Like, ew! And then turns out those greasy fingers, there's way more of them than you thought there were, and they're closing in, and they're everywhere.
You know, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, and also love a lot of the weird sequences, like Joshu like falling into the sink and stuff. Like, that's fun.
Oh yeah, it looks weird. Yeah, I like it a lot. That's also why I really like the first memory fight, because at first it's like, what the fuck is her power? And then it's like, oh, one, that's a Nen ability. Two, that is a very mean, scary, fucked up power. It's also kind of like, I like it for Josuke's identity, where it's like Josuke is like, I know 3 things. Don't. I literally know 3 fucking things. Don't get rid of that. So I really liked that. I heard that apparently JoJo fans call the beetle fight beetle tendency. You fuckers are so bad at naming things. You're so corny. You're so fucking Reddit.
Should have called it Beetle is Unbreakable. Huh? Would that make you happier?
That would have been really funny, actually.
Beetle is
stupider.
Unbreakable.
It's dumber, so I like it more. Overall, I would say...
But dude, there's one important thing we didn't even talk about yet.
What is that?
Wonder of You. Calamity and the curse. What was the deal with all that bullshit?
I like that because it's kind of like it's kind of like the calling back to part 4 thing, where it's like the ultimate villain in this suburbanite life is just someone who messes with the like basic town structure. And back in like part 4, it's like a guy who will randomly come and ruin one person's life and then like make everyone who knew them depressed. Whereas in this, it's like, even though it's called like Calamity, it's just another way to guarantee like a few people die. And I like it because it ties in the whole, if you pursue him, where it's kind of the whole thing of like, you aren't content with how things are, and through trying to pursue greater heights, you bring on the risk of calamity. And I like that. So sometimes a calamity is just, yeah, you kind of die.
Yeah. And also, like, obviously, like,
Sometimes it can literally be an accident.
yeah. And also, like, obviously, like, like, he wants to get close to Yasuo again, but, she can't because if she tries, she'll get hurt because he doesn't actually care about her because he's a rock human. So, like, even though he wants
Yeah.
connections, like, if someone tries to get close to him, it'll never turn out well because of the way he is.
No, I guess that's also the thing of like it's kind of like oh the JoJo born evil thing. It's like I like the rock humans because they symbolize something.
Yeah.
They symbolize weird loser men who, for valid and invalid reasons, can't make fucking connections.
Yeah. Also, this was like the thing I kind of figured out, which, like, we may talk about later because we got a comment about it. But
Hmm.
I really like how a lot of the stands that appeared due to the walleyes are you can kind of see how, like, they take aspects from, like, either Johnny or the Holy Corpse, right? Like,
Right.
obviously, Wonder and You and Soft and Wet are the most obvious examples because
We're
they're
like, yeah, the
supposed to be.
ultimate reveal is that Soft and Wet is using the fucking spin. And
Yeah,
dude, it's like gyro because it's a ball.
yeah.
No,
And
I do
Wonder.
like how on one hand, Josuke is extremely straight, but also he is the birth of two male friends who loved each other. So it's like that's his. It's like he is a straight man, but his soul is very gay.
Yeah, one inherited the spin, the other inherited the stupid fucking love train bullshit causality chicanery power.
Yeah, it's cool.
uh. Oh, I actually forgot about the most important thing that we probably should have started off with. Isn't it fun how this part starts off with making you think the main character is Kira Yoshikage, the serial killer?
Yeah. Oh no. This part uses. Yeah. I guess we can talk about the mystery aspect here. This part uses the fact that you have read part four to fuck with your expectations. Because when you hear it's Kira, you're either gonna think, no, it's fucking not. Fuck you, or you're gonna think, oh, that's interesting. So no matter what, the fact that you have read part four is going to mess with your expectations and throw you off different trails. And I
Yeah.
think that's really cool and good.
I
It's
also
the same
think
with like
that, like,
last names, where every time you see a character with a last name, you're like, hey, I remember how they were in part four, and then they're almost never fucking anything like it. You've been bamboozled.
yeah. One thing I like about this part in regards to part four is that part four kind of adds, like, some fun ironies to this one. Like, you could draw, like, obvious narrative parallels, like, oh, Kiryu Shikage just wanted a quote unquote quiet life, but he also wanted to kill a bunch of people, so he really wasn't content with with just having a quiet normal life. He always
Yeah.
wanted something. And then the other one is that part four, Josuke's crazy diamond would just invalidate the Rokakaka completely. So it's like, oh, the fact that, like, that particular power was removed from the setting fucks up a lot of things for these people and makes them have to rely on this
Yeah,
fucked
it's
up
good
weird
because
fruit.
one of the first things Josuke ever does is literally turn someone into a rock.
Yeah, or just, like, instantly heal, like, any injury or, like, a
But
possible
I think the
crippling
rock part
debil.
is like especially funny.
Yeah.
And then adding to that is the is oh yeah, just like the part two similarity. I do like how like it has like the same vibes as the Pillar Men while telling a very different story.
Oh
Where the
yeah.
Pillar Men are supposed to be like this embodiment of being like we are above humanity in this grand evolutionary cosmic belief. Whereas these guys are like we're above humanity in the sense of we are greedy and scummy and we think humans are also greedy and scummy and we're going to use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's a much more simple version. Also, they're not fucking Aztecs, so there's no what the fuck are you doing? They're just guys. And then also like the urban horror aspect again of like, oh dude, any random stone or statue could be an evil guy.
An evil guy.
Like I like that too. I think that's really good.
Yeah. I also think it's kind of funny that, like, I like the Blue Lagoon guy a lot because or sorry, not
Hmm.
Blue Lagoon, it's a
Blue Hawaii.
Blue Hawaii, yeah. I like him because he was the only rock human who was kind of content. Like, he lost his arms and his legs, and it's like, well, I'll just stay in this pond then, and he's fine doing that until it's like,
Yeah.
wait, but you can have them back, and it's like, oh fuck, I want it again now, and, like, that
Right.
leads to him getting fucked up by Yashua when she catches him.
Right. And obviously with the fruit, you can make, oh dude, insert any forbidden fruit thing here that you want. While also being like it's kind of supposed to represent like, oh, it's like the masks. It's a rejection of humanity. But instead of literally you turn into a vampire and get super cool and strong, it's you turn to a rock.
Yep.
Like you aren't becoming like a like almost a different but greater version of a human. You are just fucking yourself.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that's a cool difference. And then also like, part 5 was very anti-drug and you could read some drug metaphors out of it if
Oh
you
yeah, no,
wanted to.
obviously, like it's like it's
Because they're
it's a
dealers.
it's a substance that you shouldn't eat because boy, it's very dangerous. So
It's
don't go
actually
to the
funny that
shittiest
the
people.
closest thing you could compare it to is marijuana. And it's like, all right, but marijuana's chill though. I guess it's not in Japan. It's still illegal, which is
I thought like the
hilarious. And
closest thing would have been like steroids because of that one scene where they give it to the pitcher and the pitcher's like, I need it if I'm gonna pitch properly, please. I need to
No,
win the big game.
I thought it in the sense of like, oh, dude, it's this illegal plant you have to import from another country and then secretly grow. And sure, it might make you happier in the long term, but if you believe a lot of weird fucking propaganda, it's gonna fuck you over. uh, which and that reminds me of one of the funniest chapters of one of the funniest runs in Detective Conan ever. Their case closed is the reveal is the murder was done by a drug dealer, and Conan, in a very serious panel, says he's selling marijuana, and it's like, Conan, I have officially stopped caring. Conan, I don't care anymore.
He's selling a drug less dangerous than alcohol. How could
Oh
he?
no, it's like, Conan, I don't give a shit. No, but oh no, the one thing I was gonna bring up with the mystery that I brought up earlier, which is small beef with how JoJo fans sell Part 4. Don't sell it as a fucking mystery. There's no mystery.
Yeah, the only mystery in part 4 is like the same in most parts where it's like, oh, what's this weird fucking superpower that's doing all this creepy stuff? How's it
Yeah,
work?
because like who Kira is not a mystery. We're told immediately. And when Kira changes his appearance, we're once again told immediately.
Yeah, there's
It's
never
like it's
like
a
a
mystery for the cast, but it's not a mystery to us. We know.
yeah, there's never like a who done it moment where it's like, oh, Kira Yoshikage is one of the 5 guys in this room. Who could have possibly done the thing? We must deduce all the evidence. Like, no, they just wait till they
Yeah,
get a
so
phone
like
call and
I
then they
actually
do it.
think people are fucking up when they try to sell it as like a mystery series. Or that one is like, oh, it's a small town murder mystery. It's like, no, it's not. It is not, a fact, a murder mystery. This one has more fun mystery elements, but also not that much, because I don't think, at least based off of the parts we've gotten, Araki is that good at mystery in general,
Yeah,
which is fine.
the only like long term mystery is basically just like what's the deal with Kira and his family and like how is Josuke connected to them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can go to the comments now.
Alrighty.
Let's see here. Part 8 take. Aisho.
Oh, one
Who
thing I forgot
is
about. One thing I
Aisho?
forgot about is that I like how this part like kind of focuses on money a lot because monetary like obviously like it continues the theme at the end of part 7 where like
Right.
like value and value and calamity, positive negatives and all that. And so money is the
Mhm.
way they use it most often. Just to be like, yeah, you could climb higher with money. That's why Joshu's only real solo thing is, like the Milarago man situation and stuff like that. So like, they use it
He
there
gets
and I
a
like
lot
that.
of money fights because he's just a money grubbing little dumbass, which is
Yeah.
actually very Josuke of him. Because the one who got all the money grubbing schemes in part 4 was Josuke.
Oh,
All
that
right,
reminds me. There's a small there's an inconsistency with the way Yasuo had her powers in the flashback because it was implied by the bite mark that she only awakened her power the week she met
the
Josuke.
bite mark made it like awaken like more.
Okay, okay, okay.
I guess. Um, Aisho, who is the tornado guy, is not only my favorite minor villain, but also my favorite character in the series as a whole. Okay. It's interesting to see how he seems to be an exception to rock humans. Tells us that rock humans are unable to form a genuine relationship, despite and that they're all transactional. Despite this, Aisho was shown to genuinely care about his girlfriend, but it was transactional, just in the other direction. So he did in fact fail to form a meaningful relationship, just not in the way all the others do. Additionally, he and Yotsuo are shown to have a genuinely strong bond. Well, that's also part of like the irony of the rock people is like, oh yeah, dude, we're all isolated and cool, and oh we can't make bonds. But also like every rock person is friends with the other rock people.
You know,
uh,
you're just business partners, just
oh
business
no, but
partners.
yeah, that's the yeah, that's what they claim. But they pretty obviously want fucking friends.
Yeah, and
Just like
also
how like
like
they claim they want money, but they don't buy anything.
yeah, or like Toru's like, oh yeah, I want to be with Yashiro again, but you know when it comes down to it, he's like, oh nope, safety first. I'm just gonna disappear forever. Cause he's just content to have memories, cause you know like that's like yeah, that's one thing they say with him a lot is that like he's fine just having memories of having being in a relationship and stuff, and you know like
Yeah.
even just like with the wasp, like how he keeps imagining them because you know she just needs that, and that's all he really needs, even if he feels like he wants more. And he can't be content because you know that's the theme of part 8.
Yeah, let's see. Your part eight. Ojiro, Mr. Fun Fun Fun, is Araki's best introductory villain. His stand is needlessly complicated, but that's what makes the fight interesting.
That
His
is
grudge
true.
against Kira for his "Are you a man of the sea? Are you a man of the land?" question mirrors Josuke. Yep. He's also great when he comes back to cause more shit against Jobin. It'd be like if Leaky Eye Luca came back to fight Giorno right after the Green Day fight. No, it'd be like if Leaky Eye Luca came back to fight Mista.
Yeah.
Mista's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he want me dead?
Dude, it was so funny when the stand everyone clowned on for being the most stupid, weak shit almost killed Jobin.
It's because he's smart,
It's like,
dude.
oh, is this your
Um,
main villain, guys? Like, that people would clown on people, like, in that
no, that's
exact way.
funny.
Like, you think
It's
this
kind of
guy's the
funny
main villain?
because
Fun, 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 kicked his ass.
it's kind of funny because Jobin actually does have like a really strong stand.
He does.
He can melt you over the phone. That's stupid.
Yeah, one touch and he wins.
Uh, for Part 8 takes, I actually really love Toru as a villain. When Part 8 was releasing, a whole lot of people were very mixed on him. I think the way he was introduced towards the end of the story was really cool. The way Josuke and Yasuho kind of organically encounter him while investigating the Rock Human organization was neat because it gave the sense that Toru was too busy running the show. I do like that, where it's like the biggest threat in this villain's life is not these fucks. He is better shit going on. Whereas Dio is like, I am going to kill every fucking stand user under the sun by throwing them at Jotaro.
Yeah. Or like
um,
he has a fucking hospital run. He's trying to get like deals across the world with his fucking drug line going. Like, he's a busy guy, and you know he's got like
yeah.
his stand can help him out sometimes on the business end, but you know he's got to be there too.
Mhm. I'm glad Tsurugi being a pervert was a dropped aspect of his character. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't like when he did that. I'm glad they stopped that. Um, for part Ace, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Josuke's character arc? I found a lot of people that talked and don't focus on his development from his identity. Wait, what else do you focus on? That's like his
I
whole
know,
arc.
right? You're either like, okay, he quirked Chungus McGee, I guess. Is that like, I guess that's your takeaway?
I get.
Is
Well, he is a very funny guy. He's a goober. He's the most goobery JoJo easily. He's
yeah,
such a fucking
I
dork.
remember when he sang that song about I like fries, I like fries, I like fries. You know
Oh,
that
it
was
is
a
so
big meme in
funny
the
that she's
community.
trying to have a romantic moment with him, and she's like, "Sing a song to me." He's like, "No, I can't." And she's like, "Come on." He's like, "Fine." Sings the dumbest thing you've ever heard.
Hey man, he hasn't heard that many songs. He's 3 weeks old, okay?
Let's see here. Jobin dying suddenly during the Wonder You fucking sucked. What? He was a major antagonist that deserved a better conclusion. It's as if Diego didn't go with hot pants against Valentine and just died randomly during Love Train. No, Jobin dies at like the climax of the story.
Yeah.
What? No, he dies because and the reason he dies is because we learn that he is because he like it's he can't balance the rock people's desire for like climbing and growing with the familial ties thing because he literally attacked his fucking dad. He didn't
Yeah.
kill him, but he just fucking attacked his dad. And and that's why he dies. And but the point is he still dies content because unlike the rock people, he did love and he at least is confident that he will stop the curse from inflicting his family. What did you want him to do? How did you want him to die?
They
What?
wanted Josuke to punch him. That's what they wanted. They wanted a
I don't
cool
think that's as meaningful.
Yeah, I know. I don't think so either. Like, and also like
No, that's
him
odd.
and you know obviously him dying, you know, due to the calamity and Toru's like, "Okay, you brought this upon your family because you started working with these people. You know,
Yeah,
seems like a
it's like
pretty
he
obvious
should
narrative
die by the
comeuppance.
Calamity.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he should die because he's the person in the family who is doing the most to strive for greater heights in like a meaningful way, like Josh who does, but in stupid ways. And it like part of the irony is he never actually gets anything out of it.
Yeah.
Like Josuke stole the money from him the first time, and the second time he literally got rid of it because he hated it. So the point is, he's actually always returning back to the beginning.
Yeah,
And Puff, you
unironically,
know, I
like
just
he kind of
realized
learns
that
his
means
lesson.
thematically, Puff, I just realized that means thematically, Part 8 is more like Persona 4 than Part 4 is.
Yeah, that's true.
Going on a crazy journey and then returning to your status quo. Fuck you. um, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna. I just said like, yeah, Josh, you kind of like, learned his lesson, and kind of learned to just like take what he already has. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
my family's already rich. Why the fuck do I even need to do this?
And
Take your money
almost every
back. I don't
time
need your
you
cursed
ask your
money.
dad, yeah, like every time you ask your dad for shit, he almost always says yes. What do you want? um, I completely understand people wishing Kato was the main villain over Toru. Kato's the mom, right?
Kato.
Who is Kato?
I need to check. Kato part.
Total. Yeah, Kato's the mom.
Main
Why
villain.
would you want that?
Yeah, like if anything, like I think if I think like it's either got to be Toru or Jobin, and if it's, I think at best the mom would just be Jobin's like right hand woman, like like
Which is,
team
I
up with
think,
him.
kind of lame.
Yeah,
Um, Not only would it be interesting to have the first female major villain, okay, so nothing. She ties directly to the family and would represent a unique obstacle to Josuke with her influencing Jobin's opposing ideology of how the family should be run. But the thing is, Josuke doesn't actually really have a belief on how the family should be run because he doesn't even fully think he's a part of it yet.
yeah,
Like, the idea of how the family should be run is more of like an internal struggle. That's why he shouldn't be the main fucking villain, because Josuke is an outsider. uh, I don't get that take. It just feels like a lot of potential was promised, only to have her come out of nowhere to the end to sacrifice herself. Well, no, it made sense because she was introduced as self-sacrificing to protect Jobin, so she ends it being self-sacrificing to protect Jobin and his son. Like, no, no, both times she did it to protect the family from the curse.
yeah.
Like the first thing we learned about her is that she protected Jobin from the curse, and the last thing she does is protect Tsurugi from the curse. It's like literally so fucking straightforward.
And ironically, like what she does the second time, giving her own life is what like Norosuke would have done. Like giving his own life. Like, all right, I'll take the curse, and I'll take the fall, I'll take the damage. So instead of just pushing it to someone outside the family, like like she taught Jobin to do, she just like, all right, I'll take it.
Like
She kind of
it's
like just,
both.
yeah.
Yeah. Despite the flaws with Toru, Wonder U is one of the best stands writing and design wise. That's such a weird thing to say. It's like Wonder U is Toru. How can Toru be so bad if his stand is so fucking
No,
perfectly
dude, it's
written?
not his stand. He like like it existed before him somehow. Okay, so it like it doesn't really count as
His
He was just
stand is him. It's his
appropriating
soul. I believe the theory that Johnny became a saint after dying to save his son, which is why the wall eyes formed. Yeah, because yeah, Johnny performed more than two miracles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that absolutely tracks. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. uh, my favorite example of a stand character. Okay, wait, wait. Your favorite influence of a character and their stand song was Killer Queen, because the song talks about someone who's very nice and formal, but who is elusive and never keeps the same address. That's funny. um, I believe that JoJo stands are so cool you could add them into anything. It would make that thing way cooler slash funnier. Yeah, that's like the reverse, Puff. That's the reverse of the thing where it's like the more serious, the more over the top a setting gets, the funnier it is when something pulls out a gun. That's like
Yeah.
the inverse of that, where the gun is the most serious power in the world, a stand is the most goofy power in the world.
JoJo is still the type of setting where like you could just pull out a gun at any time,
And it would work on so many people.
Like I think that's like one thing that like part 8 and 4 in particular benefit from. It's like it's really hard to get a gun in Japan, so it makes sense that these assholes aren't shooting each other.
Yeah.
Which especially is good for part 8 because like at this point, like stand battles are more like games you'd play with stupid
They
arbitrary
are.
rules. So like like the fact that you can't just pull out a gun and do it is like very helpful. Even though like Josuke's final power up seems to just be like getting a super gun, so now he has that, which is good for him.
But it's a bubble.
A bubble.
I get so mad when people try to make Toru and Wonder You as two separate personalities when it's shown on multiple occasions that Toru literally speaks and sees through the stand. Wait, is this like the JoJo fan cope? They love Wonder You but don't like Toru, so they're like, no, you don't understand. Wonder You is well written. But Toru, that's what do you mean it's his stand? No, those
Yeah.
are different things.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. That's so fucking dumb. That's one of the dumbest copes I've heard in my dude, when Kaido transforms into his Azure Dragon, that's a different guy. I love the Azure Dragon fruit. It's a great villain, but I hate Kaido.
Like I get that element was there where they imply that like, oh, Wonder View existed before him somehow. Like I kind of just took that as like kind of like Valentine, like taking the corpse. It's like, all right, so this thing with power emerged along with the walleyes. Maybe it was even like maybe okay, I guess it's just a dumb theory of mine. Like maybe it's possible that was even like Johnny's like corpse, like his actual like what was left of his dead body, because again like his head got crushed. So like maybe Toru's stand part was like the head, and the head attached to the rest of Johnny's body, like part 3 reference, and that's how we got it. But like either way, it's his fucking stand and he's using it. It's tied to his character. I'm sorry, but it is. You can't separate them at this point.
See here.
God, I really like the idea I just came up with. Like, is that a popular fan theory that that Wonder View is Johnny's body?
It's probably exists somewhere.
Yeah, it probably exists somewhere.
Wait, Part 8. I don't like how some of the stands in this part change the song references too much, or having references that no one can figure out. What the hell is Awakening 3 Leaves? I'm stupid and don't know music, so I never ask questions when I don't get a reference.
I think one of the examples might be Nut King Cole being Nat King Cole, but like, come on, dude, that's one letter. It's one letter. Although, like, again, I don't know what Awakening 3 Leaves is either.
Let's see here. It's no one knows. People are trying to guess what it might be a reference to. So even Araki was being subtle with that one. I guess that means they won't have to change in localization. They will anyway for the funnies, but they don't have to. Part 8 funny thing. I really wish there were people in Part 8 who had crazy conspiracy theories about Funny Valentine's disappearance, like JFK. That would be awesome.
That sounds amazing. I want it now.
Let's see here. Part 8 takes the rock people kind of suck, especially their final motivation, just boiling down to selling the fruit for money. No, they're lying. Also, the series is no stranger to busted stands, especially final villain stands. But Wonder You is so unfair it actually becomes uninteresting, because the only way to beat it is to pull out the ability the MC never learned. To be fair, I think we could also invoke the hit him with a bus strategy. I think the hit him with a bus strategy might also. That's a good strat. I think that would actually defeat a lot of How many JoJo villains can we beat with a hit him with the bus strategy? I think it's more than you'd think.
Guns might be illegal in Japan, but buses aren't.
Even King Crimson in the world had counter strategies.
Well, I mean, so does Wonder Review. You make it come to you instead. Like Josuke did that.
That's what Josuke did. Also, the way they beat the world was by having better time stop, and the way they beat King Crimson was by saying "fuck you, destiny control, everything goes to 0." You can't do anything against Wonder View. There's also a part where Josuke lures him to an enclosed room, and he's all stanced up like he had a plan, except he didn't. He almost dies. Well, let's see. Josuke is a very ballsy motherfucker, where he has
he did have a plan.
He has the start of a plan, and then he figures out the rest as he goes.
His plan was, I left a bunch of soap bubbles, like hidden throughout the room, and then like as he walks toward me, he will inevitably just like himself just walk into one, and that'll let me do something to him.
Which is a fair attempt. As someone else covered this, but Jobin gets robbed of doing anything meaningful. What? Wait, it's the same way of Sandman, just with Johnny? No, because Jobin failing to achieve anything for his family is... First of all, Sandman not achieving anything would have been good. I just wish he lasted longer. Because you could say him kowtowing to white people was bad. But and with Jobin, kind of is that. Jobin's like willingness to like harm his family for the sake of his family. He's so fucking stupid, and that's why at the end he dies not achieving it, while the mom actually does die achieving it because she sacrifices everything for her family, while Jobin will borderline sacrifice his family for his family, which is counterintuitive because he's stupid. No, it's funny because I love Jobin. He's
Yeah,
my
he's like
favorite
he's
character.
like the best character in this part. He's got the beetle room, man. He's so cool.
Having an indirect match is the perfect way to set up a more direct combat, but he just didn't get. Also, Milagro, man, it's one of the funniest stand battles. That's funny. Is Puff Canadian? Yes.
Yes.
How would you rank the JoJo parts so far? We can do that at the end because we've read all of them now. Part 8, the rock insects were bizarre. Yes, they were. That was so fucking weird. Let's see here. For part 8, I will tell that story feels as if it's kind of resolved halfway in regards to, I'm not saying Gappy, to Josuke and Toru is Araki's way to show people who think Diavolo and Kira were absent too much. It actually is funny how I think if you do like total panel time, Toru can't be that much lower than
Diavolo.
than Diavolo or Kira. He can't be like he's definitely lower, but it can't be by that much.
Yeah, I guess I wonder,
Especially
because
if
like
you include his fucking stand, which is him.
yeah, these are double length chapters, so you know,
Yeah, they're just
possible, I guess.
backloaded.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Kei Nijimura deserved better writing advice. Who is Kei Nijimura? My name is Shiki. I finished part 8 very recently, and yet I don't remember a single fucking character's name. Shut up.
I finished last week, so I have a slightly better excuse.
The Jotaro girl. I would have liked if she did more, because she was cool.
Yeah.
I actually do love Subversion with Jobin being both part of why situation got worse while not being the true villain. I feel like the focus on Jobin has to be a weekly reader thing, because honestly, I was a lot more surprised that the dad wasn't the main villain than I was that Jobin wasn't.
Yeah, you know, I told you, people were banking on Jobin to be the founder, because like, it has to be someone we've met before.
No, like, I thought it was going to be the dad, and when I met Jobin, I thought, this guy's going to be antagonistic, but I don't get the vibe he's gonna be the main villain. He's too nice to his family. He brought them all gifts. People have issues with weird timer in the final arc of Out. I don't know what that would be. Part 8 being the least liked part is fair. No, it's not. Have you read part 1? Have you read part 2?
Well, I guess to be fair, you know, part 1's part 1. You gotta respect part 1 because
it's bad.
Part 1.
You gotta respect it even though it's
old.
bad.
Okay,
the reason you say you have to respect part 1 is because it's bad. I don't think part 2 is very good either. It's not quite there.
Again, like I believe that the reason why it's the least liked part is because it's the part that most of us have read. It's the only JoJo most of us have read weekly because most of us got in through the anime, and by the time the anime was airing, part 7 was done, and we all went to part 8.
Puff, you know what that's a lot like?
What?
How a lot of the 2 big manga arcs that One Piece fans read weekly for the first time were Dressrosa and Wano. Oh boy,
the Wano
what
refugees.
There,
it's always the Wano refugees.
It's weekly, people. What's funny is Best Guy ever says that, but anyone who started the manga at Dressrosa has all the same brain dead takes he does. It's not quite there with part 4 and using its setting to get. No, it's just as good at part 4. In fact, I would almost argue it uses it just as effectively, just in a different way. Like, this is one thing we talked about where it's like ranking JoJo parts on the bizarre and the adventure. Part 4 has the least adventure. Part 8, despite also taking place in one town, has a lot more adventure.
Right? Like the fact that Josuke is just like a deer in the headlights the whole time. It's like, why are these things happening to me? I have to get to the hospital, but you know, I have to go the back roads. Or this is GPS telling me another thing. This biker's fucking chasing me, and I gotta get out of here. It's like, yeah, it's like a fun little thing just to get to this one mundane area. Whereas, you know, in a part 4 would have been like, we made it to the hospital. Now we do a battle.
Let's see here. I do think people get too hung up on the meaning of the wall of eyes. Wait, the meaning? Is that not self-evident?
Do they mean like it's literal in-story function, or do they mean like wall? Why is it a wall eye and not a wall finger?
Why is it not a wall spiral? I assume the wall eye probably has like a bit. One, it's creepier. Two, you could say it has to do with like the whole family thing and how he did it to save his family, and now he's watching over the town spookily.
Yeah, I
And
kind of
also,
thought it was
it kind
that.
of it kind of foreshadows the rock people too, where it's like a landmass that can see.
Yeah, and I thought like also like it was kind of keeping in line with the Devil's Palm, like when Jesus of Nazareth died, that's the super weird land he created when around his
Mhm.
corpse is the Devil's Palm, so it's named after a body part because corpse, so then Johnny's was the wall eyes, so
Yeah, and also like obviously the in lore thing is obvious. It's weird magic dirt.
yeah.
It's
And
weird
like
magic
even
dirt.
the fact that the walls rose to shield the family's estate from the earthquake and the waves and all that, like it's like okay, yeah, it is like Johnny's spirit watching over his family.
Let's see here. Flashback Man is Tamaki Dama. I don't know what that means. Before Araki did redesign an anime, we'll probably do that. I don't know what that means. I think Araki's style of writing doesn't really work in a long-term mystery story. I think it can. I think he just doesn't choose a good payoff. Uh, so like he never does like a super long-term mystery as much as he does like many short ones.
Yeah.
Like, who is the leader of the Fruit Ring was never really a question because we didn't understand they were a good organized crime group basically until we met the leader. Before that, we're like, how the fuck are they working together or are these different groups? I'm so like when it got stolen, like when the branch got stolen from Jobin, I was fully convinced that was a fucking third party. uh, let's see here. Part 8 has the most useless epilogue fight compared to 5 and 7. Oh, the Joseph fight? Yeah, I don't really care for it. It's a very fan servicey fight. Uh,
That is true.
looking forward. Part 8 is special to me since it was the first JoJo part I caught up to live. That was so many people's. Joshu is the funniest, stupid, borderline anti-Joe bro. He's not, for the record. If anyone is the Joe bro, it's the fucking plant seller, the
Yeah,
herbalist guy.
you got Yasuo, who's the main one, and then the plant appraiser.
No, see, here's the problem because the actual Joe bro, unironically, is the love interest, and the thing that, which is a little telling, that's like, oh look, when it's a woman, they get together. I wonder why people call JoJo gay. Oh, we did get one comment puff for someone who said JoJo fans overstate how gay it is, and they are right
Yeah, that
because
is true.
they act like it's the gayest thing ever. When you could argue Araki is just a fucking metrosexual. Because if I was going to give a comparison, I would say JoJo is gayer than the average battle shonen, but will never be as gay as the average sports shonen. The average sports shonen is fucking untouchable. You will read a you will read a bike race in Yowamushi pedal between two climbers, and I was watching it with Mocha. Mocha said like it would be less gay if they kissed or if they dated or something. And he's right. Sports anime game. Anyway, part 8 opinions. Damo's the best villain. Uh,
He's really funny. I like him.
is he the fat guy?
Yeah, he's the fat one with the vitamin
Uh,
C.
he's funny. I like him.
Yeah, I remember when
Uh,
he said, "I'm 22," and I'm like, "No, you're not. You're
his
not
motivations are
22."
relatable, and he gets beaten by the character he actually has connection with. Is that shade at Jobin? Uh, the family should have played a larger role in the fight against the Rock Humans. I don't agree because the Rock Humans represent like this need to like climb and grow, and Jobin and the dad a little bit are kind of the only ones who really have that problem.
I guess it would have been like fun if Joshua and his sisters had to team up against another rock human that was trying
Well,
to get
yeah,
into
well,
the
that's
house.
well, more fights will always be better
Yeah,
because I like fights because I am a child. Uh, Kato and Jobin should have been the final villains. No, that's such God, JoJo fans, you're so fucking dumb.
like I do understand that emotionally, there's like more like build up to it and all that, but like I think there's a good reason why Jobin died due to the rock humans he tried to team up with. Like it's Icarus people. He flew too. He wanted to fly close to the sun and
Oh
it
my
bit him
God,
in the
guys,
butt.
remember
Oh
Rocks
no.
from One Piece and how he was 50-50 and that was bad? We're doing that again. Toru sucks because his motivation is boring and he has no interesting dynamics with any of the characters, but Wonder U is cool.
I
Oh my god,
disagree.
JoJo fans, you're being like One Piece fans, where it's like, oh, well, they don't have interesting dynamic. It's like, if you cannot understand the parallels between Toru and Josuke, I'm not taking you seriously.
All right, both emerged out of nature with no memories or connections to other people aside
Hey,
from the
Puff.
yeah.
Hey Puff, I watched Sleeping Beauty, and I was like, oh my god, Maleficent is so lame. She has no dynamics with any of the characters. Like, guys, characters can still have interesting symbolic meanings that tie deeply into the story and act as good conflicts to the characters.
Yeah.
Jobin does
Toru
not literally need to be best buddies with Toru or rivals with Toru for Toru to be a perfect like foil who destroys Jobin. Fuck.
Toru, like, it's like, like I'm content just to have, my memories with you guys, as long as I'm alive and I get to continue like having these memories of good times, that's enough for me. Whereas Josuke, so I have no memories and I want them back really, really much, and he never does get his memories back. He'll learn stuff about his past, but everything he learns just goes like, oh, I'm kind of am just a new person with no like like definitive like memories or past. He never gets them back, and by the end he's like, yeah, I'm willing to let it go and just live my life the way I am now. Whoa, wow, look at that.
Okay, well, let's see
Also,
here.
I thought of this stupid funny joke where you have Toru and Josuke being like, oh, you want my girlfriend Yasha? Well, too bad, soft and wet. See, you may have you see, I just took her virginity. Fuck, what do you mean? Yeah, my soap bubble took her virginity right now.
What the fuck are you talking about? I looked up a character's name and then I came back and you're being you.
My soap bubble took
Okay,
her virginity. It's too late,
shut up,
Toru.
Pop. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna disavow you and say you're weird. Anyway, next comment. This guy has a lot of comments I don't like. Go Beyond feels unnecessary. The Paisley Park bubbles through the phone trick could have worked without it, but wouldn't that be like pursuing him?
Yeah. Like, obviously,
Also,
I feel
Go
like...
Beyond is cool.
Yeah.
The panel where he hits Wonder U with it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And like obviously, like
Carrera was...
this has kind of been built up. Where like, okay, we've already like implied that like Josuke's powers come from the spin in some way, and one consistent way to get past stupid causality bending powers in JoJo's is to have a really cool spin on them. It's
Awesome.
it's Tusk versus D4C Part 2. That's what
the point.
Soft and Wet versus Wonder View is.
Yeah. All right, next we got, and the point that neither of them know that ties in the whole thing of Josuke is able to let go of his past connections and start a new family, whereas with Toru, he can also use it well because Toru doesn't give a shit about anything. Or it's a struggle if he does and doesn't. Next, Carrera, I guess so. Fuck me. Normally Japanese names easy to say. Love Deluxe Girl was done dirty apparently. I liked what she represented. She represented like the option for Josuke to just become like Josuke belongs nowhere, knows no one. He could just be a drifter like her if he wanted to, but that isn't satisfying to him. Like it's part of the idea of like why aren't you content the way you are now? And he isn't yet. Like it challenges that.
Yeah.
Who is this next guy? I'm so glad I don't know anyone's name. Kay was done super dirty. She wasn't done dirty. She wasn't done at all. They didn't do anything with her, which I would have liked if they did. Holly's entire arc ended tragically with no satisfying payoff. Yes, Josuke finds... Well, I think the point is, it's kind of mean, but like the part of the point is that's not Josuke's fucking problem.
Well, I disagree, because like it's his main motivation for the whole thing. He cared about it till the very end, right?
No, the fact that he stops caring at the very end is like, kind of part or the fact that like he stops letting it be like the fact that he stops letting any of Kira's family be a huge thing to him is major because it's like, oh, he's moved past that. It's like,
don't agree with
an
that.
old lady had a sad time. I don't agree with you. What are you trying to say?
I just meant like he cared about Holly until the very end. Like literally before he goes to fight Wonder View, he's like, I gotta do this for Holly. I owe this woman my life because she saved me.
Oh no, he owes her. No, I agree with that, but I mean in the like familial meaning thing.
Okay,
of like
sure.
He gets past the familial part. No, obviously it's good that he tries to save Holly.
I like assumed that like the reason we didn't find out about her phase because like part 9 teaser, like a lot of times you won't find out what happens to some certain family members until the
Oh,
next part.
I don't know if she's in part 8 or not, so I can't comment
Or
on
sorry, I
that.
mean part 9. Like so far
Oh,
I
I mean
don't think
part
so,
9.
but I assume that we're gonna
Okay.
learn sooner or later
Oh,
what
okay.
happens.
I just kind of assumed it was part of just like he has to move. I assume part of it is like it's another thing he kind of has to move past in a capacity. Yasuho versus it was really good. Which fight is this? I don't know anyone's name.
Is it Yashua the Blue Lagoon guy? Sorry, Blue Hawaii guy,
Oh,
or
it's the
the
hospital
tornado
fight.
guy?
Yeah, I liked the hospital fight.
Oh
It
yeah, that
was
was a fun
cool.
one. Yeah, I like that one.
Radio Gaga was the best arc and felt like a breath of fresh air. What the fuck? I mean, if you say so. What? What was so good about Radio Gaga? It felt like yeah, I kind of agreed with the other comment. That's like it was probably the lamest epilogue like fight chapter we've had. I do agree with that. I kind of didn't really care. Anyway, part 8 is the worst part, and Josuke is the worst JoJo. Okay, part 8 is the worst part, whatever you word. How the fuck is Josuke the worst JoJo? He's so fucking cool. He's so awesome. He
He's
has
the
like such a
worst
cool
because you
arc.
see his
He's so
teeth.
funny.
He look at his teeth. I don't like his teeth. It's not straight. What's wrong with his teeth?
Mm-hmm. That's such a I fucking hate JoJo reestablishing the thing I already believe. uh, the fruits are a good plot device. Toru and Yasuo's relationship is horribly underdeveloped. He gets involved. Well, yeah, because it's not a meaningful development because Toru doesn't have meaningful connections. Jobin was robbed. I've decided. All JoJo fans who think Jobin was robbed are stupid, and I'm not going to take them seriously.
It's so weird because like you said, Joven's your favorite. It's like no, you don't understand. He
I
was
do
supposed to
like
not be
Jobin.
like.
That's why I'm so
Yeah,
annoyed.
exactly.
That's why I'm annoyed. It's like I like Joe. Why y'all being so stupid?
You know, guys, it's the Kronk effect, okay? Kronk is the best part of Emperor's New Groove. However, comma, don't make him the main character of his own movie. That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He doesn't do good as the protagonist of his own movie. Kronk can't do it.
We got some long ones here. What are your thoughts on the quiet loss of Josuke's plunder ability? Wow, Rocky established an ability early on and then stopped using it. Baffling. He seems to do that a lot. We got damage reflection, Starfinger, fucking Josuke's pretty good. More so, Josuke just kind of stops being in situations where his rebuild, like I guess the main one, Josuke, like where it's like he arguably maybe could have used it more is his rebuilding really old broken things like the letter.
Yeah,
But yeah, just like it's Araki seems to do that, and it's annoying. What are your thoughts on Norisuke's characterization and consistency? It is consistent. He's just putting on an act early on, pretty obviously. What are your thoughts on the rock human info dump we receive in chapter 99 seeming to contradict how rock humans have been portrayed up to that point? I don't think it contradicts it. I think it challenges you to recontextualize your thinking. Mainly how it claims that while rock humans can group up, love and friendship never forms between them, despite Aisho and well, the thing is like that's clearly wrong in the sense of like maybe like I don't think the incapable of love is like literally a genetic thing. I think it's like because of the paths they go down, they don't feel love because the little rock dog sure was a happy little boy.
Yeah, you know, like when you're raised by a literal wasp, you know,
You're probably not gonna
not
end
the
up
same as
separate.
being raised by a mom, right? Like, you know, literally, like, guys, it's JoJo. Family's a big thing. Josuke also just emerged from the fucking ground out of nowhere, but because he had a family take him in and he made friends, he turned out okay. With the rock humans, they don't do that. By the time they're fully formed adults, all they've done is hang out with wasps.
Yeah, I would argue the point isn't that. I would argue the point isn't that you're supposed to take it as like they are biologically fucked to not love. It's because of the circumstances they end up going down paths where that's difficult for them. At least that's how I interpreted it. What do you
Also, I
think
like
when JoJolion
how
gets
you know, like they described it like okay, they have to literally like steal identities from other people in order to integrate into society. Because you know, again, like you know, Josuke gets taken in and like he forms his own name. You know, like the one you know Yasuo gives him, and then the one he gets from the Higashikata family.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, he's not like stealing anyone's name like the Rock Humans. He's his own person.
Okay, What are your thoughts on the? Do you think when it gets happening in anime, it should not try to adapt or fix the dropped plot points and inconsistent threads, such as the flashback man? Who is the flashback man?
Do they mean like the first time Kira appeared? Because like I think the first time Kira appeared, he had a very different design.
Oh, yeah, it's I don't know who this is supposed to be because I started part 8 a fucking while ago. It's this guy. Isn't that supposed to be Kira?
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be like the first flash we see of Kira.
I thought it was supposed to be Kira, and then Araki just changed his mind. Well, that's how I'm going to interpret it. And the answer is, if it's supposed to be Kira, yeah, the anime should probably make it look like Kira. If it's supposed to be someone else, yeah, the anime should probably make it look like whoever that is. Or and the flash forward of Tsurugi and Narusuke and the body bag. I liked that. I don't care about the fucking weekly fan community. I think JoJo fans are dumb. On a similar note, this likely wasn't something you've encountered on your read through, since I'm assuming you probably read both versions with up to date volume releases. The amount of confusion caused by Josefumi Kujo being drawn with a Joestar birthmark before it was corrected to him not having one. Oh, neat.
Oh, really? I thought that was a correction? Huh. I could
All
have
right.
sworn that. Oh well.
I thought he was supposed to have one. Wasn't that the point?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so too.
The scan I read he had it. That was
Yeah,
wait,
same
what?
here.
Wait, why wouldn't he have it?
Now I'm
Huh?
confused. I thought it was
What?
like, oh no, it's like the part 4. He's an estranged son of Joseph or something. I thought that was the implication.
Oh wait, it was a mistake? What?
Hold on, I'm gonna look up Josefumi volume release.
It was removed in a reprint of the chapter? It was? Why? Now I'm confused. Alright, that's now I'm a little confused.
All right. Well, I guess maybe he wasn't related then, and he just like happened to.
And then I guess he got the birthmark from Johnny during the fusion, I guess.
Or you mean from Kira during the fusion?
That's what I meant. Yeah. Alright then. Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
That doesn't
so,
really
like,
change anything.
I guess that would
So I
technically
guess
make
it's
him
just
the
the
first
ultimate.
the first like JoJo who's not like actually a Joestar. He was just adopted into the family.
Well, I guess that's kind of the irony is the Josuke lookalike isn't a Joestar, but Kira is. I guess that's the irony there. That's neat.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Alright,
that's
well,
so.
the one I
Dude,
read had
that's
that.
so funny
Oops.
because, dude, you remember like one of the first things we learned about Josuke?
It said he has a Joestar tattoo and his bubbles come out of it.
No. Other than that, in the first chapter,
No.
he has 4 balls. So that means
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Joestar
he's the big
bloodline
one.
lives on. It lives on. That's Kira's
Hell
sack.
yeah.
Kira's
Yeah,
DNA
he
is
all
in
the
there.
Let's see here. Do you think Kay's character was utilized effectively? It is funny she just kind of fucked off. I think I'd like if she did more. I don't like that she fucked off. This technically bleeds into 9, but because Yasuho seems to be the character that suffers the most from this. What do you think occurs then that Araki has seemingly made sexual assault his new go-to tactic to depict a villain as horrific instead of killing a dog?
That's not new. I mean, one of the first things that Dio does to really show what a fucking asshole is Kisser Erina, right?
Yeah, and then like in part 3, he has bodies and bodies of
Like
women.
again, like it's not again, like
Like you could
it's a
say,
lot
he
goofier in
definitely
part
draws
1.
it. No, what I would say it is because parts 7 and 8 are seinen, he can draw it more explicitly now.
Yeah.
That's the difference. He's in a new magazine, so he can draw it more explicitly. Araki's always wanted to do this. I'm assuming this idea has already been addressed by now, but in case it hasn't, what are your thoughts on the take that Jobin or Kato should have been the main villain? My personal take is that while I find the thematic and symbolic aspects of him conceptually interesting, he still fails to get me interested in him as a character. I especially find him less charismatic than the main villains that came before him. I think if Toru had charisma, that would kind of fuck up the point of Toru.
Yeah.
Just like I would argue Kira does not have charisma. Kira is a charismaless fuck. It robs it. Is hurt by Wonder You being such a passive ability since it robs him of opportunities for agency and cleverness. I don't mind that he's not particularly smart. I don't really care. He would have been amazing as a minor antagonist. I don't agree. I think he's a
Well, also
really
like the
good.
fact that he is passive is supposed to be super important because it's like, oh, wanting to chase more, that's not a good thing. Even though like he
Yeah.
does kind of, but he also doesn't want to because he's a rock human. But he also kind of does because he likes Yasuo, but he also kind of doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I earnestly believe that the way people talk about Part 8, if they read any JoJo part weekly, they'd come out talking like this. Unrelated to JoJo, but I wanted y'all to know my YouTube Wrapped that I am the top 1% of Evil Puff viewers with over 130 video viewings. We don't have that many videos. Do
I
we have like
guess
103
maybe
now?
wait, does it count if you like watch half a video, stop, come back, and then like watch the
No,
other
I'm
half
assuming.
later?
I hope they've rewatched several. Yeah, we have 102. This will be the 103rd. It'd be very funny if you have rewatched several whole videos. That would be awesome. No, I can't judge that though. Puff, the amount of fucking times I have listened to the Glidus Game of Thrones piss take in the background while I do homework is concerning. It's a very big number.
Oh yeah, you know, like there's certain videos that like I rewatch even though like I can't think of a like logical reason to rewatch them. I just want to rewatch them because they're
It's just
funny
a
and nice
comfy
and
video.
informative. Yeah.
No, that's nice. All right, conclusion. Now that we've read all these comments, I once again am justified in thinking JoJo fans have bad opinions. Ugh, oh, that Jobin shit is so weird. And yeah, the fact that I like Jobin a lot makes it even weirder. Like, it's not even like, shut up, this guy's stupid. It's like, no, this guy's goated. Why are you trying to ruin him? That's all. That's interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, do we rank all the parts now or what?
Yeah, sure. Let's do our part rankings.
All
All right, let
right.
me think here. I'm gonna go worst to best. I think that'll be easier for me. Hmm. I hate 4, 5, and 6 because
All
I hate
right,
ranking them.
cheeky. We'll use this for
Okay, you can
visual
rank yours.
aid.
All right,
All
sure.
right.
Go ahead and rank yours.
All
I'll just get a
right.
screenshot of mine and send it.
Alrighty. Okay, so where's part 1? Okay, part 1. Not a huge fan. Obviously, Araki has very good artwork stuff and all that jazz, but you know, just not
Uh-huh.
a very interesting, unfortunately. Part 2, Battle Tendency, it's a step up, but it is just a step up. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Part 3, yeah, it's there. I'm gonna add like it.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now with mine. I'm making 8 sections.
All right, and then we got part 4. Part 4 goes at least here. It's either my favorite or second favorite. Part 5, really good. I like part 5 a lot. It's super cool. It's somewhere up there. I don't know. Part 6, probably my fourth least favorite part. I'd say. I don't dislike it at all. Obviously, it's good, but you know, I just Steel Ball Run. Badoop. It's something like this. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna delete a couple tiers because there's a couple where like I don't really like can't decide if they're my favorite or not. So like part 7 and 4 are at the top, and then Power Gap, part 5 and 8, and then Power Gap 6, Power Gap 3, Power Gap 2, Power Gap 1. There you go. That's the
Here, I'll
objective
do
Evil Puff
mine now.
ranking.
All right. First and foremost, part 1 is bad. Fuck
What?
you. It's bad in the manga too.
No!
Not just mid, bad. Part 2, mid as fuck.
No.
These are the only parts I think aren't good. Part 3, I had a fucking blast reading part 3. I don't really think it's bad in any way. I just think that, like, you know, Araki just masters things like better fights, better character arcs, better character dynamics in the following parts. Part 4. Where do I think that? I'll put this there and move it when I need to. I think it's a cozy setting. I like all the town cast. I think they're wonderful. Part 5. I'm a fight head, so I like it more because I think part 5 is the best fights. Part 6. Now see, this is hard for me. This is difficult because I like them. Actually, no. Both of you. First of all, fuck you. Part 8 goes here. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll put it at second. I'll be probably not only recency bias, Puff, but only part I've ever read blind bias. So I had a lot of unique fun reading part 8. I had a great time. And also I really like the urban horror, and Josuke is so much better than the other JoJos for me. Okay, you know what? I'll put Jolie I'll put 6 above 4 because I like Jolie. What the fuck is that noise? And then
Sorry, that
I will
was
put
an ad.
7 at the top because I'm a fucking normie. Conclusion. Bad. Not very good. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Great. Great. Wonderful. Hooray. I don't think we really got remotely spicy until the part 8 video.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
I mean,
part...
I guess among like quote unquote like more analysis brained people, hating part 1 is spicy. But yeah, upon analyzing part 1, I think it's stinky. Maybe in like not anytime soon. Maybe we'll do like a look at part 9 and then maybe comments we brushed over video.
But Shiki, there's one
We'll
other
see.
important thing we have to do. We need to create a JoJo MC tier list.
I'm not fine.
Okay, Jonathan goes in the garbage.
You're not streaming, so I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Sure, I think we'll probably agree on this one more, so I probably won't
Yeah,
make my own.
it's he goes there.
Worst one.
And then next source, Joseph is really funny, so I'm gonna put him in the middle here.
He's better as a side character than an MC.
That is true though.
No, so I think he's a
whatever.
decent MC.
Yeah.
He's decent as an MC. He's bad.
Jotaro, super charismatic,
Decent.
probably the least interesting one, like writing wise, honestly.
Like we said what we liked about Jotaro in the part 3 video.
Josuke,
I think
kind of just
he's
like the same, you know, maybe a bit under. You know, I like how
I put him a little under just in terms of like pure MC vibes, because he just doesn't have like the same main character energy that Jotaro and Joseph do.
Yeah, I love Crazy Diamond and how, like, you know, it contrasts Kira and, you know,
Yeah.
makes him such a nice, lovable guy. You know, it's like, we can have fun, happy times because Crazy Diamond's here to make everything more fun for everyone. But anyway, Jolene is...
Giorno, not wrong order.
Fuck, you're right. Giorno is probably my favorite. I like him a
He's
lot.
probably my second favorite after second Josuke. So we can each have our own best MC.
Yeah, Jolene, the funniest one, probably.
She's the funniest JoJo, and she has a really strong, solid arc.
Yeah, and also her stand is just like, I think my favorite MC stand is like, string, lots of fun, cool strategies you can use with string.
Yeah, and it's not too strong.
Not being overpowered, yeah. Johnny, I like Johnny a lot.
Johnny's pretty epic. I like his development.
Johnny is
I like
epic.
His power growth.
My paraplegic king, Wan, and
And
I love his boyfriend too.
I would put Josuke as my best MC because I like Josuke a lot.
I'd put Josuke up here
because you know he has like literally like the most development and like the largest arc out of any JoJo protagonist by like a fucking
there's an
mile.
important comment you must have skipped over because
what was it?
Someone asked us to watch something called the Single Attack Theory, which basically is just a very in-depth version of saying that, like, you know, Johnny's powers of Tusk and the Infinite Spin landed into Josuke, which allowed him to
if the comments started with part 7, I probably just skipped it.
But anyway, like, it goes like just super in depth about like how exactly, you know, it literally happens, because the theory poses that basically the Act 4 that Johnny shot himself with never stopped until Wonder of You died. So like literally it crawled through the ground, waited for Josuke to, like, you know, and Josephumi and Kira to go into the ground, went into them, then went out of their soap bubble into Wonder of You's fucking face. That's the idea, and I think that's fun.
Conclusion. We were pretty aggro with the comments this time because y'all were being mean to Jobin, and I like him. That was fun. Next, we will I feel like maybe the How to Train Your Dragon video will be next week. We'll see.
I actually have a very dumb tier list idea that I'd love to do.
Okay, the other thing is we're getting a lot of One Piece takes very quickly because we forgot to cover a few things last week, and we're getting a lot of dumb takes very quickly.
Yep. So, you know, we'll get
probably not too long until that.
Yep.
All right, goodbye.
See ya.